everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Both offenses in today's game have been so good at staying on the field because they both rank in the top 10 in third down percentage. It's the Jaguars going up against the Titans.
Thank you, Larry. We welcome everyone to the Music City, just a stone's throw from the Country Music Hall of Fame. We are at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The numbers for DeMarco Murray a week ago. 13 carries, 60 yards.
11 touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Four down.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight end left. Four down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over. But he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. Yeah. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
We got trips over here. Let's overload.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Hey, boys, we got four down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's get off the field, D.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
Cornerback A.J. Boye matched work ethic with development and became one of the most sought-after free agents in the 2017 class. Former number 4 corner in Houston, became a starter in 2016, and has tremendous ball skills that'll serve him well in the future.
We got 4.
That was second down run for Murray. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, well into the triple digits, and they'll take that every time out.
What I loved was just how decisive he was running the football. Coaches like guys that go north and south. They don't like the east-west guys, the juking and the jiving. 1 foot in the ground and cut.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jags have taken the early lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 1st down, Mariota. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Hey, 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Tight end to the right, boy, tight end to the right. Move.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dante Fowler in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
A very solid gain of 27.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Gun.
Fournette, a first down carry. Stiff-armed him. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. Here's Newton now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 24 yards. We're back to Nashville right after this. On first down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Mariota. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A run, it's Murray. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They go with Murray again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, Murray. And he works free. Room to run inside the 40. DeMarco Murray, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton rolling to his left. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
They'll give Fournette another crack, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. DeMarco Murray and company heading back onto the field. So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
Again, it's Murray. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Mariota on first down. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Mariota yelling out the play call as he hustles everyone to get set. Now a second down throw for Mariota. He juked him. Room here to run. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31.
Bus formation. Come on.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
I got 29.
Encroachment, defense.
Right.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. One.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Mariota now on second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a Tennessee score. This will be fielded at the 6. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Off play action, Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Robinson. as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars. Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. And anytime a receiver's over 100 yards like he is, maybe the D coordinator scratching his head a little bit. If you're the D coordinator, what are you doing? Whatever he's not doing.
That's the best way to put it, but you have to treat him like the hot shooter in basketball, the guy that's just not missing.
Double tight. Gun. Ready. Come on now. Check me out. We got
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On the ball. Sponge. No. Do something. Undercut.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded at the 7. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, he's got a man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And right now we spotlight DeMarco Murray. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Jags grab it, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Officially, no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they had the box stacked. That run was going nowhere from the start.
And when you say stacked, you really mean it, don't you? Because when you're talking about a 46 defense, commonly known as the Bear defense, you're covering up the guys inside, and you're allowing other people to get in there close to the line of scrimmage. Usually an 8-man front, that's difficult to block for an offense. On that play, the defense won in a big way. No gain at all.
The Titans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
3 down.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, it's Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Here's Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. On 3rd down, Murray. A 3-yard gain and enough for the 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So the D-line's going to spread out. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down throw for Mariota. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw is Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dewan Smoot able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That's complete to Meredith. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Avery Jones able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. To throw Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
4 down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 41-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, aren't
yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That
Thank
means
you.
2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken.
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Single. Check 13.
Now Mariota. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Everyone come forward. Go down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
So the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of it, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Mariota again. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage. But since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
It's a
over there.
5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. To the air again, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Through an opening, and there he goes. 30, 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 38-yard line.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Ready?
Following the interception here, Mariota. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jags, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the...
People trying to say I'm only enemy. Got a cold with my dogs.